So this kit is the Pro Fine Art Illustration and Portraiting Kit, but you can use it for many other applications, so just don't think of the name that it suggests. So what have we got here? We've got two of the high performance airbrushes from Iwata. The first one is the HP.CP, that's capable of a hairline up to a 1-inch fan pattern. So it's a 0.3mm, it's got a large gravity feed cup, and it's got a cup lid on top. From there, the airbrushes are the same. The airbrushes come with a dual action, so it's down for air, back for material. Both of them have an end stop, so if you wind it out, you get more material flow. If you wind it in, you get less material flow by stopping the trigger from depressing for so far back. So that allows you to control your material. And both of them come with a small super loop for lubricating the needle and nozzle after you've cleaned it. And both of them come with a nozzle spanner for removing the nozzle and for maybe putting a new one on. Now the BP is capable of the hair split up to a 3/4 inch fan pattern. So that allows you a 0.2mm. That's going to give you fine art illustration right down to the smallest dots and lines that you can pull, especially with the paints, which I'll explain in a minute. So what do we couple them to? Well, we've put it to the best compressor that's on the market today. Both of these airbrushes we had running at the same time, because this will take two airbrushes, and we got 60 psi at the airbrushes. It sort of fluctuated. We get 55 psi to 60 maximum running both at the same time. So you can run it down as low as you like, of course. So as far as the compressor is concerned, it's the PowerJet Pro. It's the best one that we bring into Australia, and that is a 12 kilo unit. That's what it weighs. It's got a 1/6 horsepower motor in it, and it's got a 2-litre storage tank, which, being a storage tank of that size, it can run 34 litres of air per minute, which is quite impressive. So as far as the unit's concerned, you get two hoses on it. Both of them are 3-metre coil hoses. They depress and come off as such. You get two of the airbrush holders, so you can put your airbrushes in. And as you can see at the business end here, you've got two gauges here. They're both PSI gauges. On top, you have the regulator, and if you were to pull that up, and you can move it around to whatever you want and lock it down to the PSI you want. Beauty about this is you can have one PSI running to one airbrush and a different PSI running to the other, and that way you can just keep working. So it's got an on-off switch on top, and it's got a carry handle on top. Nice solid case, as you can see. So what else did we put? Well, as far as this is concerned, it comes with a 1-year Australia-wide warranty on the Iwata products here, except for both of the airbrushes. You can understand that if you drop them, or if you soak them, or if you don't get the paint out, do a nozzle, a needle, kink it, destroy an O-ring from soaking, those sorts of things, they're not covered by warranty. So, be mindful of that, but that is your warranties. So what else do we get? Well, we get the cleaning station. The cleaning station is glass. So instead of having your off spray go into your environment and over your paint job or over your benches, just take your airbrush with your cleaner and spray it straight into the glass jar at the end of the day. Take the glass jar off and give it a clean. Keeps your environment clean. So being that we have two airbrushes, we've also added in two of the disconnect sets. So what do we need to make this professional? Well, at this stage, we've also added in two of the moisture filters. So the piston group moisture filters, they go up underneath the airbrush as such, and they are a moisture trap as well. So any moisture that gets into your hose from condensation, from heat, or even humidity will get caught up in here. It's got a depressed valve there, so letting the moisture out instead of it getting into your paint, which will then cause a splat. So as far as there, the disconnect set, the male, goes directly underneath the airbrush, and the female, because you've got two of these, two airbrushes, will go on to the hoses, and that allows you then to disconnect both your airbrushes for whatever reason that you need to. So what else do you get? Well, you get this particular DVD, which is the Harvey Solo Power Portraits. It's over 3 hours, I think it's 3.5 hours. It's uncut. You get every bit of footage of how to do a portrait. That is absolutely fantastic. So with that, we've also put in paints that suit this particular set. So what you can see here, you can see Frankenstein on board and Frankenstein done on this helmet. So that's an automotive job that's done with 2-pack clear afterwards. But all of this was done with Createx illustration colours and Createx bloodline colours, done by John Seaton. So what do you get in the paints? Well, first of all, you get a 240mm high performance reducer. You do get a little bit of reducer in the kits, but it's not enough. You can use these paints directly from the bottle. They're milled ultra fine. They're designed to go straight through these airbrushes, but in certain applications where you want to get really fine gradients, you will find that you'll start reducing a little bit just to get that. And after you've finished, it's also handy to have some high performance reducer to clean your airbrush at the end, so you get rid of the automatic grade pigment. They are water based, but you still need something to clean that pigment out. So in between colour changes, 240mm of cleaner, so you can flush your airbrush out before you go on to your next application, or if you've got to go have lunch or something of that, you can give it a flush out and come back, you know it's still working fine. So with the paints themselves, they're water-based base coats, they're milled ultra fine, like I said, they'll go through all the smallest size needles, and they're 30mm in size. It's a colour wheel set, it's all colours. And then you've got the bloodline set, which takes in a whole range of interesting colours that are used on horror sets for masks, that sort of thing. And also in this particular instance, it was used for the bloodline side of it, as far as the cuts and things like that. So bloodline is very handy for illustration, and that's also the full set. Outside of that, the last set we put in is the Flesh Tone set by Steve Driscoll. And this is a wicked set, and they're all compatible paints, everything works together well. But this is a portraiting set, and in the back of it has a coloured version of how to do Clint Eastwood step by step. So that gives you everything you need to get underway with fine art illustration, and even muraling. This kit is more open to just fine art illustration and portraiting.